Afghanistan, once a seat of culture, music and poetry, populated with prosperous, educated and forward-looking people, having ample opportunities to shape their consciousness according to their free will. The same Afghanistan is now known for its aridity, drought, hunger, war and civil strifes, witnessing another round of miseries since 2001.
During the 80s, a decade-long engagement with Russia left unmet marks of brutality, disorder, extreme poverty and hunger for millions of Afghan and crippled the Afghan society for more than 2 decades. Millions were displaced during and after the first version of the Afghan war, and the threats of death and political turmoil has taken its worst form of insecurity. Then, the dreadful attacks on US soil in 2001 led again to a full-scale war between Taliban regime and the developed world. No matter who won what and at what cost, it was no less than another episode of terror, agony, death, and brutalization of women and children, the ultimate victims of disaster, which is still taking place on Afghan soil. Pakistan borders with Afghanistan in 2 provinces, hosts the largest refugee population from Afghanistan. An estimated 3 million refugees have so far arrived here in those numerous camps in Peshawar, Haripur and other parts of the provinces of the NWFP and Balochistan. Here, these refugees have to live without clean water, basic health facilities, medicine, education, entertainment, and sometimes food.
This situation of absolute marginalization and human sufferings created by the external forces have left deep marks on the thinking, social attitudes, behaviors and interaction among the Afghans, especially on male members.
The cultural practices and religious thinking of these semi-tribals do not allow children and women to interact with the world outside. The physical and psychological miseries of refugee women and children mostly fall out of the majority of relief and rehabilitation operations carried out by different agencies. A Canadian organization called Right to Play, formerly known as Olympic Aid, is an example otherwise.
Right to Play started as Olympic Aid, actually all the way back in 1994, as a grassroots organization who raised funds for children in the most disadvantaged areas, especially in war-torn countries, and especially focused on Sarajevo initially because of the war in Bosnia, who had the war there at the time when we arranged the Olympic Games in Lillehammer. And I was asked to be an ambassador on the program. So I was in there as an athlete ambassador to show support, and I traveled to Eritrea and the African Horn to see how we could implement programs.
Right to Play operates as advocate on behalf of every child's right to play. The organization provides sport opportunities to refugee children across the world. Historically, the organization directly works in countries in focus. However, in the case of Pakistan, it was not very safe to work there in view of the post-9/11 scenario. Therefore, it decided to work with Insan Foundation Pakistan, a national-level non-government organization working to protect, support, and promote child rights and peace for more than a decade. The program, after many consultative meetings and visits, finally started in the NWFP, one of the provinces of Pakistan situated at the northwestern side of the Pakistani map. In the first phase, Insan Foundation Pakistan trained a batch of local coaches, both male and female, to start the sports works at Peshawar in June 2002. This was a 10-day, in-depth training course which acquainted the coaches with the Afghan refugee phenomenon.
The project was to be started at Chamshattu and Akoda Khatak camps, but it could not develop roots there.
Initially, we started sports work program in refugee camps. During the first couple of months, we could not start our work at all due to the opposition of community. For girls especially, there were strict restrictions because it was a sports program.
In Afghan community, it is extremely difficult to involve females in sport activities due to cultural restrictions.
When I started working in vocational center of girls, except for a couple of days, the community did not cooperate with me because parents of girls did not permit their daughters for sports activities.
I don't know what do you talk about. Here you are providing us bats and balls, and there in Afghanistan you are dropping bombs on us. I don't know what to speak of, war or peace. Should we train our children for bread earning or give them balls to play? You tell us please, what to do?
Whenever parents of child refuse to allow for sports activities following their footsteps, parents of other children also refused and adopted the decision as a trend.
For each and every activity, we had to get permission from administration of the refugee camps. For this, we had to go to their office 2, 3 and sometime 4 times a day. Even on getting the permission, administration personnel used to watch and monitor us all the time.
In Kachi Gadi Camp 4, local mafias gave threats to Qasim, Hamida and Faraz. They were strictly ordered to leave the sports ground. At last they had to leave the camp and started the sports activities in refugee schools.
In refugee camps, time to time we were asked to get permission from different camps authorities. It was a practice of sheer wastage of time.
We were forcibly stopped by the local mafia and people with vested interests from preparing the sports ground. Not only this, but we received threats for immediately stopping the work and vacating the ground.
The repatriation forced the coaches to shift the project base to Badaber camp and Kachagadi camp 2 and 4. This was followed by yet another setback, unfortunately. The government of Pakistan ordered the demolition of the Kachagadi camp 4. As for the Badaber camp, local strives between refugees and local camp administration hampered the process.
Therefore, we had to change the camp. We at last moved to Matni camp 5. Results were better over there.
One of the benefits of working in school was now with Afghan children we included Pakistani children in the program and made their sports teams. Not only this, but Afghan and Pakistani children together organized tournaments and develop understanding with each other. While before this, these children never had close interaction. Due to sports tournament, they played together and developed strong friendship. In this way, ultimately a combined group activity was organized by Afghan and Pakistani children. हमारे जो local पाकिस्तानी बच्चे हैं वो भी शामिल हो गए.
Under Sport Works, Insan Foundation and the coaches involved the children in different kinds of sports such as football, cricket, volleyball and badminton. It opened new avenues of activities including sport festivals, drawing competitions like My Afghanistan, and peace vigils with a popular slogan, Sport for Peace, at Peshawar the same year.
It was a delight to see images of peace, love, respect, care and acknowledging gestures of the people who had hardly seen peace and happiness in their lives.
A lot of opportunity and reason for optimism today. We have been able to begin to bring back a new life in Afghanistan for many people. The help of Olympic Aid, to see them involved in programs that make them safer and healthier and stronger.
Sports was able to draw their tribes with long animosities and feuds closer to each other. Scenes of members from rival tribes clapping to buck up children without the least consideration of their tribal identities, and any smack of hatred can be seen more often and enthrall the onlookers and local people.
As a result of these activities, many parents and teachers of the other schools started reaching us with requests to expand the net of the activities and include more and more children in our sports work program.
Red ball child play, previously known as five rings, became the most favorite for girls. 5 colors in red ball child play focus on mind, body, spirit, health and peace.
Before this game, I never knew, but now I know that at red signal, car should stop, at yellow signal, it gets slow, and at green signal, it can run fast.
It was magic indeed, which worked wonders and changed their mental outlook. Now young girls take pride in their involvement in sports along with their brothers and menfolk.
I used to be very shy, but now I am very good at sports.
Now Insan Foundation has taken the extended year-long phase to orphanages along with educational institutions.
Teachers are very happy and they learned a lot from this program. They want it to be continued. We are very much satisfied. Through this program, thousands of people will be able to receive information on health-related issues and benefit from it. We want that this program should continue.
2 years down the road, the success of the Peshawar project is pinned upon its demanded continuity in the refugee communities, in schools, especially for the girls, where sport was a forbidden commodity. The coaches working for Right to Play project have made it happen and broke the shackles of cultural barriers.
Olympic Aid certificate distribution ceremony
On behalf of Olympic Aid, I welcome our respected guests in the coach graduation ceremony.
I am thankful to Olympic Aid for working in our camps and benefiting our children. This program is not only beneficial for boys, but also for girls who could never play in open grounds due to the cultural restrictions.
Coaches from Peshawar trained 80 volunteer coaches from these communities, and in later days these coaches independently took the charge of the activities at Matni and Kachagadi Camp 4, along with the girls' school at Badaber Camp.
In 2003, Right to Play and Insan Foundation took the Sport Works project to Quetta, the provincial capital of Balochistan, the second biggest concentration of Afghan refugees after Peshawar. Here, Insan Foundation contacted educational institutions for refugee children run by Afghans themselves. The idea of Sport Works project was welcomed by these communities. Due to security concerns and growing instability and tension in the region, the trainers from Right to Play could not reach Pakistan for the training of newly hired coaches of sport works. Therefore, Insan Foundation, by blending its own innovative techniques with the Right to Play training manual, provided training to a batch of 6 male and female coaches at Quetta. For Insan Foundation, it has been a unique experience to engage Afghan children and their parents in discussions on different issues facing their lives.
I am very happy that my children go to school from 7 to 8 in the morning for sports and play. They do rope skipping and play football, which is very good for their health. I am very happy from the people who came for our help and trained our children in sports, and undoubtedly sports is very good for my children's health.
Basic health was given special attention because health is the major problem for the camp dwellers because of contaminated water, food, and lack of proper and timely health services.
Face of this child is just because of bad pollutions and garbages surrounding their homes. They don't care about their health, but through this program we can make them understand that how much harmful is the garbages or the areas that they are living surrounding those places. When we start Right to Play, they feel so happy. Now, at first our school was so dirty, no one was taking care of the school. All the students were eating things and taking on the ground, dropping them. But now when they are cleaning all the school and they wash their faces every day in the morning when they are coming, washing his face, washing his hands, and wear clean clothes. They will bring a spray. One, two, three.
In Quetta, sports proved to be an amazing tool in involving not only children, but also the parents and teachers. These teachers have included it in their curricula as regular engagement to ensure better development of the students.
1 month back that the boys, they were playing football and the girls came to me, they were watching, they're playing football. So the girls, they came to me and they say that they are playing football, why not we? Then I say that okay, if they can play football, so why not can the girls? So they are, nowadays the girls are playing football with boys, so they are enjoying the game.
I love football and volleyball very much. I enjoy playing these sports. Today we enjoyed tug of war and I am very happy that we defeated boys.
At first, the students were not playing in school. Some of them were, when their father and mother were saying that go to school, from the way they were escaping and going somewhere else. When we started this program, they start coming every day. at the first change that they start coming every day, they become active, the second thing. At the first, they were not bringing homework. Some of them they said, we have work, we have to do like this, we do like this. When I was saying, what are you doing at home? They say, from morning until this time of school, we are just playing outside. When we start this playing inside the school, now they are doing their homework. They do not do these things outside the school. All of the games they are doing inside the school.
I really enjoy teaching them these things because they are very young children and they want to do something in sports. And with the people who want to do, the people who are active, so I also really enjoy. And I got a very good experience playing with the children. This program can help me when I go back to Afghanistan because I got many experiences here in playing with the children. I can make understand my friends or other children if I want to be a sports teacher again there, so I can easily be a sports teacher and I can do something I want to do, and I will be able to do something for my country.
Following the principle of inclusion, coaches encouraged special children to participate in sport and play activities. Najib loves to come to school for he knows he will play with his friends, red ball child play.
He's so fat also, and he cannot run also. He has some leg problem also. He is from this area of our school. When they are coming at school, he is also coming with them. And then coming, sitting in the classes, then enjoying, and the half time he is going back to home. I think that because of the teachers, he has a good, kind teacher. Because of this, he is going to his class. And the second is that they are so happy. He is so happy about the teacher and the sport program. He was taking one word in a day. When we start this program with him and we do some activity with him, and now we learn, teach them A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, Alif, B, P. He taken all of them and they know some of them also.
Educating girls is not a common practice in Afghan communities. However, to overcome this problem and the fear of elders, some parents have their daughters impersonating boys so that they may be able to attend schools. One example is Mehru impersonating Ghulam Nabi.
जब मैं राइट टू प्ले प्रोग्राम में आई तो स्कूल के बारे में सिर्फ मैं अपने क्लास को पढ़ाती थी और बाकी स्कूल के बारे में मुझे कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं थी.
Before Right to Play program, I used to teach only my section and had no knowledge of rest of the school and children. But when I joined Right to Play program, all children became mine. One day we all were playing together when a boy, Ghulam Nabi, got injured. He was taken to hospital where I came to know that in fact he was not a boy but a girl named Mehru.
My name is Ghulam Nabi.
Mehru told me that her community and elders do not allow girls to attend school or to play while she wished to play football.
I love football, volleyball and cricket.
Her parents told her that for attending school and for playing, she needed to be impersonated. Therefore, her parents changed her dress and she became boy. Now nobody recognizes her as a girl and she plays like boys and participates in the sports program of Right to Play.
A few days after discovering Mehru as Ghulam Nabi, we came across another similar instance. This time it was a boy, Samiullah, in fact a girl named Latifa studying with Ghulam Nabi. Latifa comes to school every day and she takes keen interest in educational and sports activities. We believe that this is a great success of SportWorks program, that children want to come to school and want to participate in different educational and sports and play activities. And despite of the rigid cultural tribal values of the Afghan society, the parents are so much moved that they are even sending their daughters to participate in the sport and play activities.
If the SportWorks program continues like this, I believe that it will change the community and the social behaviors, and a day will come when girls will not have to change their identity to learn or to enjoy their life.
To share the expression of love and solidarity with the Afghan refugee children in Quetta, youth from Yukon School, Canada sent some souvenirs like Canadian flags, pins and scrapbooks showing Canadian children skiing, playing and celebrating. It brought smiles on the faces of the refugee children.
We all are very excited to receive your gifts and planning to send you messages of love and peace.
My name is Abdul Basit. Thank you very much for these gifts. We too will send you letters and pictures.
In response to this loving gesture, refugee children prepared hand-woven traditional crafts of Afghanistan and sent those to the Yukon children in the form of a mural. Greeting cards and a bunch of goodwill letters were also part of these gifts for their Canadian friends.
Are there some, they have written some messages as well on these cards?
I can just give the background quickly on the actual school. Was actually not in Toronto. It was in the Yukon that sent, and they sent a box full. They did a banner just like this. They did some scrapbooks recording their lives, sort of what Canadian children do, and it was all about hockey and skiing and snow and just trying to explain their lives to the Afghani refugees and Pakistani children. And it was really beautiful, and they sent flags, and they sent all sorts of little bit of Canadiana with maps and beautiful things like this, and we sent it over, and I'm so glad that you taped the passing over, because it'll be so great to show it to the school, and they'll be so excited to get this beautiful stuff back. So it's a really nice connection that's been made. Thank you.
It is thrilling to see that partnership between two organizations reaching the children of two countries situated poles apart.
While working with the children and youth during the last 10 years, Insan Foundation has always believed in the power of sports. And the SportWorks program has further strengthened to our beliefs. SportWorks program has given us some tremendous tools and skills to work with the youth. In our forthcoming programs, Insan Foundation will be using those skills and techniques, and we believe this will improve the quality of Insan Foundation's work.
The latest such partnership has taken place between Insan Foundation, Pakistan, and a local NGO at Haripur in Northwest Frontier Province. Though Haripur program is still in the embryonic stages, yet it has already started to yield results. The camp at Haripur is another picture of the misery of Afghan refugees. The color of sport for peace will change it. Let's do it. Let's promote sports for peace and keep the ball rolling.
Our goal is clearly to give every child the right to play, to look at children in the most disadvantaged areas around the world, in war-torn countries, in poverty-ridden places, even children affected by disease. I think they need to give the access to play and to sport.
I love football. I love football. Thank you, right to play.